It can always turn around.
GM and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're taking a look at Rollbit's RLB token. We're going to look at the utility and the potentiality of this one during a bull market and also some of the concerns around it as well. So if you enjoyed this one, make sure you subscribe to the channel and drop me a GM in the comment section down below. Plus check out the affiliate link down below for Rollbit as well. Let's jump in. So Rollbit's RLB token has been on a bit of a ripper as of late. It does seem that the apes are back in on this one after it did fall out of favor for a while. So as you can see here, the market cap of this is $120 million. Now, bear in mind, this is a legit business. Well, some people do call that into question, but this is actually generating income. It has a sportsbook, casino, and a high leverage trading platform. I personally use it to do UFC bets. It's a lot more friendly for me to do this in the crypto scenario rather than use my debit card and go to a bookies. That calls into a lot of questions with the banks, especially when you're trying to get a mortgage or some form of loan. So the thesis behind this is gambling is getting ever more popularized. People are willing to take a punt on things. As more people use cryptocurrency, they're going to see the benefits of using crypto rather than using a traditional sports book. And there's a whole heap of benefits of using Rollbit over a traditional sports book. They give you actually cash back on some of your losers, which is pretty crazy. So let's just jump into the circulating supply here. 3.296 billion tokens. Max supply was 5 billion, but they have burned a shed load. So the actual market cap, 120 mil, is indeed the FDV, the fully diluted valuation, because that can't be reached because a load of these tokens have already been burned. More on that in just a moment. If you look at the price chart there, it does seem that we recently put in a local low and a higher low on the macro scale there. I do not think you are ever getting a chance to buy this down here unless this one literally goes to zero if they get shut down for whatever reason. And that is the main concern around this. Let's jump into the price chart here. So a few things pointed out here. We have a purple box running through the middle. That was kind of the baseline for this, the bottom of the range for a few months here since Rollbit took off late January, early February into March, around the 2 cents to 2.5 cents. It was holding in there. But then we did have a bit of FUD and panic around this area here. I've marked off Gainsey sold, license FUD. So Gainsey, a reputable, a very well-known gambler and crypto degen in the Twitter sphere. Back on April 1st, he was apparently selling all his Rollbits on a very illiquid market to fund a Bitcoin long. Very strange indeed. I did chime in a little bit on this as well, saying it was bullish that he had exited the market due to the fact you don't want too many people in this with huge bags. And of course, when he was dumping, we were getting these long wicks to the downside here. So it broke that range of around 2.5, 2.3 cents, somewhere in there, and actually went down below 1.6, 1.5 cents here. So there was this reaccumulation period over 1.5 months in duration, and now it's started to break out yet again. And what you can see here are huge spikes. So this means people are absolutely aping in with size, meaning that the bars are wicking up. So they're just eating the available liquidity on the exchange here. The one on screen is for Orca over on Solana, and you can see the buy volume down here is similar to that of mid-February when it hit the previous all-time high territory as well. So FOMO on the way up and then a bit of a retrace. So I'm hoping what we see here is more FOMO and then a bit of a retrace back to the purple box. And if it does retrace back to this purple box territory at around 2.5 cents, you're looking at a 30% discount from where we are right about now. Now, final word on this, as mentioned down below, license FUD. They have a license from Curacao. So, you know, this kind of place where a lot of casinos have their home bases, you know, a bit of dodgy territory. But the license FUD may be legit, may not be legit. We're never really going to know that. So this is the risk to reward of buying something like this. There is a non-zero chance that this does actually go to zero. It's happened in the past in crypto. These casinos have been spun up and they've been closed by the FBI or other agencies. So there is a non-zero chance that this does go to shit. So you've got to actually factor that in when making the purchase. And this is why you can never go all in on one crypto. But I do think if we get a nice pullback into this region, I'll be adding more to my bags. I did publicly add down here as I tweeted out once this FUD was really ongoing. I thought the risk to reward at that point was good. Risk to reward up here not so good. So the RLB token, what is its main utility? It has pretty much one use case: to get a profit share from this casino. It says RLB acts as an entry ticket into our lottery, where 20% of our casino profits are shared between regular lottery prices and the jackpot. So it's 70-30 split. So the top 100 people every 100 blocks who enter the lottery will get a share of the prizes. So 20% in a lottery format. So to get involved, you have to stake the RLB token on the website. So of course, a lot of people are going to do this because it has been rather juicy. The recent jackpot was just one actually, and it was over $750,000, which is pretty epic. So on here, you have to stake or wager the RLB token. There's a 0.2% fee that applies then. 0.1% gets returned to Rollbot holders. This is an NFT collection. Did a full video, which you're going to see at the end of this vid. Go and check that out for an overview of this actual casino, how it works, and the various nuances around this. I did a bit of a deep dive. It's only about 8.5 minutes long, but well worth if you want to understand more about this. And then the other 0.1%, so half of the total fee is then burned. So those RLB tokens are burned. So this is a net deflationary token. So holders benefit from either staking it, potentially winning some lottery winnings, and also by holding the token, it's getting burned continually. So this should increase scarcity, and over time, the valuation should therefore go up. That is the theory. That is the supply dynamic underlying this one. So you would come here and you would wager an amount of RLB. You set the wager, you can do some multipliers, you can join teams as well. You may want to join my team down below. We've got like 80 people on it currently. So if you do actually want to get involved with the lottery, you actually increase your chances, your likelihood of winning if you're in a team. Check out the pinned comment down below for details. Just sign up via the link and then you're on the team. And then every 100 Bitcoin blocks, the lottery gets drawn. You can see the previous winners here. This guy who came first won $2.5 grand. Second place got $1,900. And all the way down to the top 100, I think someone got like $10 or $14 top 100. So it makes sense that people get involved with this, and there is obviously a utility behind staking this RLB token. The total wagered right now for this next round is 47 million RLB, so 0.1% will be burned. That means in that little box up there, 47,141 RLB will be burned during this next round, and there are 43 of 100 Bitcoin blocks mined thus far, so another 57 to go. So burning, 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 that is the message here. So quick run through of this thread from Nikios, RLB Tokenomics. Total supply is 5 billion, circulating is 3.3 pretty much billion tokens. The market cap is 120 mil, 1.76 billion tokens have been burned. So as I mentioned earlier, the market cap and the FDV should now be the same. At distribution, there were no ICOs, VCs, team allowances, or reserves. So a decent way to get the token rolling. RLB is used to participate in the lottery, as he states here. 0.2% fee. As we mentioned, 50% gets burned permanently. So over time, this is deflationary. Annual profit for this casino is $50 million. Monthly is around $4 million. This is derived from those lottery stats. You can work out all these details, as have Ethemedes and CryptoPainsy in this below document. We'll jump into that in just a second. Other stats, in the last 3 months, average visit duration is 11 minutes, 15 million visitors to the website itself. So that is a pretty crazy number. Put that in contrast versus actual layer 1 blockchains. They're definitely not getting this actual amount of usage on a regular basis. There's no way 15 million people, for example, are going and using Cardano week in, week out. So I'll leave this down below for those of you who enjoy a bit of napkin math that these guys have put together, showing the profits of this casino and how it all works out, utilizing those lottery numbers as a baseline. And you can see that the annualized casino profits are somewhere in the region of $47 million based on last month's stats. The previous month was even bigger, $52 million based on that month's stats. And the more profitable this is over time, the more incentives you have to actually stake the RLB token for a share of said profits. So you can see how the flywheel works behind this. So this is the deflationary supply schedule for RLB according to their docs. I do think this is a little bit eager, you know. They reckon after 3 years they'll get this below 1 billion tokens. I think it'll take a little bit longer than they expect here, but we're already down to like 3.2, 3.3 billion, so somewhere around here on the chart, We are over 1 year in, so as you can see, we're a little bit behind schedule, but say we're in the bull market in around a year's time from now, maybe it will be down towards 2 to 2.5 billion tokens. 2.5 billion tokens circulating supply. If that gets to $1, 2.5 billion market cap, I don't think is too extreme in a bull run. Hence, you're going to see the memes in a bull market when RLB to $1. We're going to see this plastered everywhere, and I think it could be memed into existence. And it makes sense that with that real yield being shared to lottery participants, $1 is definitely possible. So the risk to reward is, do you want to spend, for example, $3,600 for 100,000 Rollbit tokens that could be worth 100K in a bull market? Well, me personally, I'll be waiting to accumulate some more. I haven't paid this much for a token. I've bought mine at 2 cents or just below, and I would like to continue a DCA at around 2.5 cents or less, as I really like the risk to reward at that price point. So here are the token burns. There's been 3 as of so far. The first one burned around 4.39% of the total supply. Cumulatively, that went up to 12% of a second burn, and this recent third burn got that up to 34%. This is all fully transparent on the Solana blockchain, as you can see here. The most recent one with another billion tokens burned. So 1.7 billion RLB have been burned from circulating supply. Thus, that is the circulating and maximum supply now, 3.296 billion tokens. Dune analytics for this one. Generally, the number of unique depositors for both ETH and SOL on this dApp is going up and to the right. So more and more deposits are coming in. This shows the user base is growing. You can see their SOL and their ETH balances here also going top right-hand corner. And they have had $54, almost $55 million in total net deposits. So this is a lot grander than most dApps out there. Most things in crypto are actual vaporware, but as you can see here, this is a genuine business, a real casino, sportsbook, and it is doing actual numbers. Recent addition to the team is Keyboard Monkey. This is another notable personality on crypto Twitter. As you can see, quite a lot of follows on there, and he says this: if you're not aware, recently you can now buy RLB token on the site directly. You don't have to use the Solana deck. So if you just go back to this and you click that button up there, RLB, you can see you can buy and sell the token directly on the platform interface itself. So this is a new addition, a lot more easy to now buy this token than when I first talked about this months back. And so you could trade your bags on here as well. As you can see on screen, quite a lot of liquidity. So you can now start to buy quite a chunk of tokens without moving the market too much, which is a net positive. Ryan Clark down here, Keyboard Monkey is a good signal. Maybe I need to give this a shot rather than just joining in on the bash it train without forming my own opinion. CryptoSevo said this is a good tweet. A lot of people do bash on the RLB, Rollbit coin, and the Rollbit casino overall, as there are genuine red flags around this. Do we know the licenses are legit, etc.? This is the whole risk to reward you have to weigh up in your own mind. But as Ryan states there, rather than just bash it and jump on the bandwagon, use it for yourself, see if you think it's legit, see if it's a good user experience. I'm sure you'll find it is. It's actually a lot better than using like William Hill or a bookmaker here in the UK. So why not, like you should do for any dApp, use it yourself and form your own opinions. So popping up on screen now will be my introduction Rollbit 2023 tutorial. We literally go through the full interface, how to use it, all the nuances around that. It'll be very helpful. If you want to get to know as to how to use Rollbit itself, do check that out and check the pinned comment down below. Referral link and a VPN link as well. You're going to need a VPN to actually get yourself on the site. But that is all from this video. Let me know down below if you reckon this was good value or not, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.